Hey everyone, and welcome back to Happy Money Cat. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're dusting off what feels like an ancient scroll, a letter to shareholders that Warren Buffett wrote all the way back in 1977. We're going to see if we can pull out 3 timeless secrets that'll help us grow our money bowls. So let's get into it.
I know what you're thinking, right? In a world of crypto and high-speed trading, what can a letter that's almost 50 years old really teach us? Well, a whole lot, it turns out. We're on a treasure hunt for wisdom that has seriously stood the test of time. These aren't just quick tips. These are the fundamental rules for how real wealth is built.
Okay, so our very first secret is all about finding the right hunting ground. You know, a smart cat doesn't just run around chasing every little thing that moves. Nope, they find a nice sunny spot where the opportunities are just better. For us investors, that means finding the right kind of business to be in from the start.
So, back in 1977, Buffett gave us the perfect example with 2 businesses he owned. On one side, you had his textile business. He said it was a very poor year, and it took strenuous efforts just to tread water. That's a business fighting against the wind, what he calls headwinds. But then, there was the insurance business. Even when they messed up, the performance was great because, and I love this quote, the winds were squarely behind us. That, my friends, is a business with powerful tailwinds.
So how powerful are we talking here? Well, take a look at this number, $8.6 million. That's what Buffett's company paid for its entire insurance operation back in 1967, a decent chunk of change. Now lock that number in your brain for a second.
And here's what happened next. Just 10 years later, that same business was bringing in $151 million in premium volume every single year. That is the explosive, almost unbelievable power of being in a good hunting ground. It's about finding an industry that's practically pushing you forward.
And here it is, the secret, straight from the man himself. The big takeaway is so simple, but so important. It is way, way easier to do well in a fantastic business than it is to try and drag a struggling business to greatness. Your first job is to find those tailwinds.
Awesome. That brings us to our second secret, one we're calling the long nap mindset. Instead of getting all frantic and chasing every little market twitch, a truly great investor finds a comfortable spot and settles in for the long haul. And this is exactly how Buffett thinks about owning a business.
He's not just buying ticker symbols that wiggle up and down on the screen. In his letter, he makes it so clear. He's buying a small piece of a real, living, breathing company. It's about becoming a part owner of a business that you actually believe in and want to be a part of.
And lucky for us, he gives us his exact checklist. It's so straightforward. First, can you actually understand what the business does? Second, does it have good long-term prospects? You know, those tailwinds we just talked about. Third, is it run by people who are both honest and good at their jobs? And finally, is the price right? It seems simple, but this little framework is incredibly powerful.
And this right here, this is the ultimate long nap mindset. If you are a true owner, a big market drop isn't a catastrophe. It's a sale. It's a chance to buy more of that awesome business you love, but at a discount. You don't panic, you pounce.
All right, time for our third and final secret from the scroll. Once you've found that great business to take a long nap in, who you trust to run the place, well, that's everything. You can have the best business in the world, but bad leadership can ruin it. For Buffett, picking the right management is absolutely essential. Buffett really hammers this point home when he talks about insurance. Think about it. An insurance policy isn't a physical thing. It's a promise that the company will be there for you when you need it. And the value of that promise depends entirely on the skill and the integrity of the people in charge.
And this, wow, this is a masterclass in leadership. Buffett says that if you find truly amazing managers, your job isn't to stand over their shoulder and micromanage them. It's to get out of the way and trust them. He actually believes he gets better results by letting great people do their jobs. Find the best can openers and then let them open the can.
So there we have it. We've dug through this nearly 50-year-old letter and found some absolute gems. Now let's wrap it all up and recap the 3 powerful secrets, or catnips, we found.
It really all boils down to these 3 things. First, find your sunny spot. Invest in great industries that have the wind at their back. Second, settle in for a long nap. Think like a business owner and don't get scared by market storms. And third, find the best can opener. Bet on talented and trustworthy leaders to run the show.
So the big question is, what are you going to do with this wisdom? Which one of these catnips are you going to add to your own strategy? Are you going to start hunting for those businesses with strong tailwinds? Or maybe adopt that long-term owner mindset? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with us.